We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down. Pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They dial a running play here with Hill, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
All right.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Ready.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 47.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
have Zion. All right, let's go.
Right back to him on first down. Down inside the 40. The Broncos in the hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly.
4 yards on the pickup.
32 stay.
Second and 6.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. And they'll run with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back. Tom Brandon Gordon set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, 21 TA.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
And it's 3 and out.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Nick Bolton. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the return will stop right around the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's going to get a a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up second and a yard.
43.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ready. Low, low, low.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Tua. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in here by Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. He's got room at the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos nothing.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film set. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go ahead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me.
And now here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Wolf on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 62, Broncos nothing.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. One final try for Tagovailoa. And it's caught. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.